It's one of the biggest stories today already, so I don't need to speak about it too much, but you guys will know the earnings that we had for AMC yesterday, and the news that we had on the amount of shares that retail owns. On top of that, I must add that we're seeing a green day across the markets, the S&P so far being up by 2%, the Dow is up by 1.97%, and the Nasdaq is up by 1.71. So basically, it's been a green day across a lot of the market, a very green day actually. And it's funny because today, after that great news that we had, AMC should be rocketing, but the actuality of it is we're barely up at all. We've been down for a lot of the day. We're climbing back up now, which is good to see, but really it is just disgraceful that this one hasn't moved at all today. All of the movement that we have seen has been to the downside. Why? Because by the figures that we have had, from both earnings to the amount of shares being held by retail, stuff just doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense for the stock to be where it is on a price basis, because even if the price wasn't being manipulated and the stock price was allowed to move by itself, the company's core value, the fundamental value of the business, is, in my opinion, well above where the share price is. So why is the price currently where it is? It just doesn't make sense from any perspective. Obviously, the one thing that we have to look to is the potential of the shorts being trapped, and that brings us nicely onto our first thing that I want to look at. Now, it's from the user, some guy named Kyle F, but it's a repost from Bill Bugsy, who says this: how does one push the stock price down from 60 or even 70 to 18 with 10% of the shares? Asking for a friend. That's of course based on the figures that we have of retail having ownership of 90%. Yes, very true, I do agree. They don't have much room to work with, and that's of course if they are following the legitimate issued shares. I think that's why, it becomes harder and harder to deny the existence of synthetics, because otherwise, how can this happen? It doesn't make sense from a numbers-based perspective. But regardless, we'll have a look at the Ortex figures. Again, after what we have seen yesterday, do these even matter anymore? We'll have a look at them regardless. We're going to get this one up and we'll get the second one up. As usual, massive shout out to the user JD Ruckus, who posted this in the morning. We'll have a read about what he said. So this was posted 3 hours ago. He does also give a midday update, but it's just not out yet. When it does come out, I'll bring it to you guys as well. But this is what we have. So Ortex guy here with your opening bell update for today. Short interest is above 20 and shares on loan are rising. The utilization is still maxed out at 100, and the current mood is, if you don't care where you are, you can't get lost. Very good stuff. So we'll have a quick read of these figures. Again, doesn't matter too much at this point, but the figures that we have: short interest increase of 0.2, so not too big. The overall short interest of free float is about 20.14% as of current. The estimated short interest is 103.14 million shares. Return shares at only 900. The borrowed shares being at 53k. They're giving us a borrowed change of 52.6k. The minimum for the cost to borrow 1.47. The maximum is 1.47 as well, so the average figure is going to be the same at 1.47. Now, when we have a look to the second page, we can see the changes in the last few days. So we're going to have a quick read of these figures as usual. What we're seeing for the exchange reported SI, a change of minus 3.35. Ortex estimated short interest of free float is going to be minus 3.68. The percentage of the free float on loan, change of plus 0.75. Shares on loan plus 0.80. We're seeing the days to cover being minus 2.32, cost of borrow being up by 1.11, and we're seeing the utilization not changing at all because it is maxed out, and it has been for some time. So what does this all mean? Because if you ask me, this is looking pretty insane. The stock price isn't moving, and when it does move, it moves down. The stock price over the past month has been pretty abysmal, and we still in the past month have been hearing all of this news, quote unquote, about why AMC isn't going to do well, why AMC is a bad buy. Well, over time, the good news, the real news, is coming. It's coming directly from the company. You can't argue fairer than Adam Aaron. He is, of course, the CEO of the business, and he knows more than anybody what is going on, what his plans for the future are, and where the company is right now. And that's where the bear case for me is completely destroyed. For me, the bear case has been pretty weak for a long time now, but at this point, it's barely even, something that you can argue anymore. Because How can you argue against figures this strong? I really want to hear somebody try it. I'm sure some bears will in the comment section. But yeah, it's been a great day for AMC, even if the price hasn't reflected it. Hopefully going to be back at you guys later with more stuff. If you do enjoy these updates, of course, do make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we are trying to grow. We're trying to get the message out there. There's a lot of great stuff going on with AMC, and I know a lot of people are spreading that bearish information. But if we can get out there and spread the good information, the true information which we know, we will hopefully help to educate. So if you can share it, please do. But yes, we'll be back at you later with more AMC related content. In the meantime, please do drop me a comment. I want to hear what your opinions on things are. Where do you think we're going into tomorrow? But as usual, guys, do remember as well, this is my personal opinion. It is not financial advice. Be careful out there. Do your research and get information from as many sources as possible. It's very crucial that we educate ourselves to the maximum of our ability, so please make sure you are doing that. But for now, guys, it's going to be a goodbye. Hope to see you again in another episode, but for now, see you soon. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.